Welcome back to your favorite podcast.
Oh, okay, girl.
Hit that falsetto.
I was gonna say that, but I don't know terms
With a
in music, so I
falsetto,
didn't say
she
that.
like, ooh, ooh,
Well,
baby.
welcome everybody to your favorite podcast.
Hello. Good to have you guys here and listening to our newest episode. This is kind of a more, I don't want to say touchy subject because it's not really that touchy, but it kind of is to some people. But I had a poll on our Instagram and wanted to see what you guys wanted us to talk about or just chat about, and just any of those things, any of those topics that we should add. And I got one that was like pretty interesting because we're older and at the age that we're at, I feel like it's very interesting. But we're talking about friendships and pretty much all of the stages of your friendships, and pretty much when you get older, the older you get, the less friends you have, so your circle is smaller
Yes.
But tighter.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, it felt so permanent. Like the friendships that you made, like when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
like
you-
growing up.
Yeah, and you also, I feel like, had no responsibilities, but also no responsibilities.
Yeah.
Like you're a freaking
Mhm.
kid.
All you worried about was school, what you ate, what friends you had,
Where you were
Your
watching,
outfit.
MTV
Yeah.
countdown, what's on
Yeah.
the top 10
Mhm.
hits. So it definitely felt very much permanent until we moved.
Oh girl, we moved
We
so
moved
much.
so much.
I think that's why we all don't really have friends. I mean, since we were young, I feel like we didn't really have friends because we would always move. And so as soon as we would make a friend, we would leave.
Yeah.
And then again, as soon as we moved to that place, we would make friends and then we would leave again. So I feel like it was really hard for us to have and maintain like a long-term friendship.
Yeah.
I do have one friend, Fatima, that I've known since I was like 12, 13. So
Can't
she's
get
my,
rid of her, guys.
I can't get
I'm
rid of
just
her.
kidding.
She's my
More
she's
like
our,
she
longest
can.
she's
friend.
our sister now.
I was gonna say more like she can't get rid of us.
Yeah, so she became part of the family. Even my dad says that that's her fourth. That's his fourth daughter.
Mhm.
So it's really nice to have that friendship. And then honestly, I only have one other friend, Clara. I just have two friends. I mean, I have a lot of friends, but I feel like those two are
Like your
my
closer-
closest friends. Yeah.
I only have
Me
two
too.
close
I only
friends.
have two. Is this a pattern?
We all have two.
What?
Is this
Two,
a pattern?
Angel numbers.
What is going on?
Oh.
Is it because we're also three?
No, I think
Think
it's
about it.
because-
Take
Maybe.
a second.
Oh yeah, like we find our trio.
Yeah, like maybe that's a thing. Because literally, even growing up too, like middle school, it was like three of us. High school was like three of
Three.
us. Like my friend, like not us, but like
So
three of us. Like
true.
in
I
terms
didn't
of my
even think
friends.
of
Because in
that.
high school, I had my besties, David and Candy. It was literally
She
us
just name
three.
dropping everybody.
I know.
I still talk to them. I miss them every day. They're doing their best.
I
They're
know,
living
like
their best lives.
I have a lot of like the friends that I've made along the way on like social
Mhm.
media and stuff. But like I see like talking to them.
Where they
Not-
know
not
your
so much-
secrets.
Yeah, no. Not anymore.
Period.
But yeah.
No, I definitely agree. I honestly, too, growing up in that aspect of like us moving around a lot, I definitely thought friendships were temporary. Like at first before we had moved all those times, I was like, oh my gosh, this is forever, like best friends. And then Mitzi happened, and then we moved, and then and at that time, I think I moved schools too. Like you go into elementary to middle school, and you lose some people, and you meet new people. Because even Ida, like I've known her since middle school,
Oh, yeah,
and I
that's
still
true.
talk to her. She's also living her best life. Shout
Yeah.
out to her. But like after all the moving and the losing of friends, I definitely was like, okay, so friendships aren't permanent. That's
Yeah.
kind of what stuck in my head. And I think that's when I started growing more closer to you guys, because I was like sisters by chance best friends by choice, because I was like, well, they're gonna stay.
We're gonna be in it
Yeah,
forever.
they're gonna be in my life forever.
Damn.
For sure.
That's deep.
So I definitely gravitated more towards you guys during those times, because I was like, they're moving alongside with me.
Yeah,
Like,
we're all
they're-
moving together to the
yeah.
same spot. I remember, like pretty much moving all the time. And then when I moved my last year of high school, my senior year, we went back to Illinois. I was like, what's the point of making friends with everybody here as a senior? Like, there's no point for me to do anything.
Dude, that was
everybody,
crazy.
yeah, I was like, everybody is friends with everybody. They know each other since freshman year. Like, I am literally just a person that was just
Yeah.
placed there. So I'm like, I'm not gonna have any friends. But lucky for me, I made pretty good friends, and I still talk to some of them. So I'm like, okay, it lasted, but
Yeah.
you know, it sucks because like you're expecting to have that relationship or friendship with someone, but it's
The
always
longevity
just,
of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always back and forth.
No, yeah, because we moved here my freshman year. So everybody had known each other from kindergarten. It seemed like a lot of them were like, oh, yeah, we went to elementary school together. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, that's insane. I'm literally the new kid again. So, and it was my freshman year. So it definitely, I was in the headspace like, well, we're going to move again. So it
So
doesn't
screw
matter.
it. Yeah, I feel like that was me
That
too.
was my headspace.
It's just crazy because like in high school or elementary or whatever, you're like, oh my god, BFF for life. And then you get to adulthood and you experience, you know, adulthood stuff, and it shapes who stays with you and who doesn't. So
Yeah.
it's crazy to talk about that. But I have a question. So what is the most important quality that you look for in a friend that you you feel
Wow.
will stick with you?
That's a great question. I honestly think, oh wow,
It's hard.
yeah.
It's
Why
hard
would
to
you
think
ask
about
that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm over here like, why couldn't you ask us before this so I could prepare an answer?
Yeah.
For
I'm
me,
just
I like the honesty,
Okay.
and I also just love
You said one quality.
Yeah.
oh
So talk about honesty.
Well, say top three or
openness.
something.
Okay, top 3 then.
Girl, I
The
can barely find one.
Oh.
honesty, openness. I mean, I guess it kind of rolls in with
Same
honesty. Maybe communication and just being there. Honestly, just being there. Because, like, sometimes, like, for example, sometimes I go to Fatima's or she comes here and we don't say a word. We're
Parallel
just,
play.
sure, we're just literally on our phones or watching a movie or whatever. And my social battery never dies with her. That's how I feel. Like, whenever I go, I'm just chill. We just chill.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, whatever. And then sometimes she's too busy or I'm too busy or we're both busy. We don't talk for days, sometimes weeks. And then we call each other and it's like a day didn't go by. And she doesn't say like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you in forever. She's like, oh my gosh, hey, how have you been? Like, what's new? What's going on? Keep me updated. Like, what's going on? Like, what's new? Da, 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 da. So I love that. I love that kind of connectivity that I can get without feeling like guilty that I haven't called her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think for me, I was gonna say like open-mindedness, because like I have a lot, like we all have, we're not perfect, right? Nobody's perfect. So I feel like we all each have certain traits that we're still healing, or like certain things we're still healing, and then certain traits that are because of the healing process. That I feel like if you're open or open-minded or like just okay
Well, I was
with
gonna say
understanding.
understanding.
Yeah,
That
okay
was-
with
yeah.
okay with understanding that, you know, nobody's perfect and we're gonna be different and we're gonna like different things, but still being like, oh, I'll listen to you. Like, that's one of the things about my friends. We have different beliefs, we have different, you know, likes and dislikes, but I've never felt with them like, oh, I'm arguing. It's always been like a discussion on what we like, what we dislike, what we believe in, what we don't believe in. And that's what I like. I like to be able to just talk and then being like, oh, that's a good point. I think this though. And me being like, oh, totally
Yeah.
valid. Like
Just being able to
that.
talk and not be argumentative
Yes.
on the subject.
Or
I
like
get
trying
it.
to one up like, well, no,
Well,
that's
I'm better.
wrong.
Yeah.
This, I've done this better. And it's always like, we're very much of the supporting each other in everything, you know what I mean, instead of trying to be like, oh, you went to this city, well, I've gone here, like, or you did this with your life.
One-upping you.
Yeah, like I just feel like that, competitiveness in friendships isn't
crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's a fun thing in sharing or like being competitive where it counts, like board game nights. You know what I mean? That's fun. But like in life, competitive in life is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with friends.
I get it. No, yeah, because you want to have that support system, and
Yeah,
your friends should be doing that for you as well.
exactly.
Melly, what about you?
Well, Dallas was talking, and I said understanding, because that's definitely one. I feel like, especially too, because you know how sometimes you make plans or something, and shit happens. So just like that understanding, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool. Like, well,
Don't worry about it next time.
Yeah, and like, don't worry, like, you're not scared to like, you
Cancel.
know, tell,
Yeah.
cancel, reschedule, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's as far as I got.
My thing too is like when you get to the point where you see them as family.
Oh yeah.
Where like te pueden hacer carrilla, like you're like ay pendeja, like you know what I mean, like that also once we hit that point I'm like, oh, we're besties. Like this, you know, they're
but also like I guess it's different for me because I have kids and Fatima has kids, Clara has kids, so I feel like us being in that stage of our lives as women with kids, and we each have two, I feel like all of us have two. I think the 222 is going on here.
So maybe Todd should be part of your friend group.
Oh yeah, because she has two kids now too. Or we're gonna have two. Oh, are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, she
Yeah, she
already
posted
posted
it
it on
okay,
Facebook.
okay.
It's
It's
been
allowed.
announced,
It's
guys.
allowed.
It's pronounced. Never mind. Or announced. I said pronounced.
Pronounced.
It's
Oh, I'm
announced. But I feel like us being in that stage like helps me. I don't know, just get closer to them as well, because we kind of are experiencing or going through the same thing in the aspect of being moms and being tired and, you know, just overwhelmed and all of the above.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's nice to connect in that level. And I'll give a big shout out to Fatima. And I legit talked to my therapist about Fatima the other day because we were talking about kids and stuff like that. And I started to cry. I think I'm PMSing, by the way, TMI. But I started to cry because I was like, she helped me so much, like, as just a friend being there. Like, obviously, everybody was working. Mom, Dad, Angel, you guys. Everybody. So when she moved here, she stayed with me. I don't know if you guys remember that. She helped me so much, like, to get out of the house. She would take care of Kalila, and I would shower. She would, you know, all these things. And so I feel like she helped me shape to be kind of like the mom that I am now. Like, you know, just I feel like I go to her a lot for motherly like things, because I mean, and Clara too, but it's like different. It's like a different questions to each of them.
Girls.
Yeah, so I feel like that's why with
Similar
Fatima
to
I
you.
can kind of be like, hey, does your girl have this, or you know, etc. And then it's just nice for her to just be like, oh, do this and do that and do this, and then I'm like, dude, that was like the best advice ever, you know. So I feel like that connectivity that I have with my mom group is like amazing to me.
What about you, Mel? Now that like one of them has kids, like is it a little bit different, the friendship?
Yeah, and you don't have kids.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely different now. I mean, she still like hangs out and stuff. Like she has her friend groups like outside of like us too. So like she does stuff still. But yeah, it's definitely different now because like I feel like I can't really ask her as much anymore to like, oh, like, hey, let's go do this or let's go do that.
Yeah, because she has her business.
But not just her specifically. I feel like as we get older, it's like harder, as everybody knows, to like make plans and stuff with like your friends or whatever.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person with kids. Like you
No,
have,
yeah, that's
you
what I'm
have
saying,
your
in
partner,
general.
you know, and so
Yeah.
I feel like the older you get,
The busier people get,
agree.
there's more responsibility.
Yup.
Wait, that's sorry, because it just hit me. I was gonna talk about how my friends too also have kids, and I don't. They also each have 2 kids.
2 is the number,
I
y'all.
think-
That's
I
the
think
magic
two,
number, I
two.
guess.
But they also have kids. I don't.
Are their kids like older, smaller?
So Maria's are younger. Esme, she has a younger daughter, and an older son. But I mean, still, I don't think she would feel comfortable being leaving them alone.
Of course,
Let me go out. And then so it is definitely harder to plan stuff with her. well, actually with both of them, because they have to, they're like,
They have
okay,
their
well, my
kids.
kid, we can't really do spontaneous stuff either, because again, they have to be able to be like, I need a babysitter, or like, you know,
it gets hard.
Yeah.
It gets hard. And it's like,
so I have to plan in advance, but I'm very much like, oh, let's go downtown. And they're like, oh, when? And I'm like, oh, I was thinking after
right
work.
now.
Like,
But
today,
never
we're
mind.
already here.
But see, that's good to kind of analyze that, because even though I have kids, your friends have kids, and you guys don't, like, you never really left them, if that makes sense. Like, you were still there as a
No, yeah,
friend.
'cause
You
I
know,
don't
just because
see
they have
it-
kids doesn't mean you can't be their friend.
Exactly.
You know?
Right,
And I
yeah.
don't see it as like a hindrance. If anything, I'm always like, oh, bring them, or like, let's do something with them, or like,
Yeah.
you know, they're the ones who are very much like, oh, I want time like away, you know, to myself
Without
And
my kids.
Yeah, which is valid. Like as a
Girl,
a
same.
mom,
Well, same.
especially if you're a single mom too. Like
that
when
must
you
be
have
harder.
them,
Yeah.
when you have them all the time,
24/7.
you're gonna want some time to yourself, even if it's like a few hours, and it, you know, it doesn't have to be like a trip. It can just be a few hours
few
to yourself.
hours.
Like that's definitely valid. And so I'm always like, yeah, dude, let's
100%. 100%, because I can attest to that.
Well, the same with you. Like we still invite you to stuff, even though we know you're probably more than likely going to be like, I can't, or I have this already, or like,
or
'cause
sometimes
you
I'm
have-
like, I'm too overstimulated and overwhelmed. Like, I can't. Like, don't even talk to me. It
There you
gets
go.
hard.
There you go.
But yeah, it's crazy. Like, the older you get, obviously, the more responsibilities you have in the back burner. So having your friendships, like, usually is in the back burner, you know, because it's hard to just have that daily, I don't know, connectivity.
Yeah,
like
and
talking.
I feel like,
I don't know.
like personally, because I met my friends at work, because I'm definitely like, where would I even go to meet new people at this stage?
Yeah.
I know. I
It's
literally
harder.
told Brian
Like,
the other day, I'm like,
that's-
I'm
it's so
gonna
weird.
join a running club so I can make some
Yeah, you see
friends.
stuff like that. There's
Okay.
a lot of, like, for
That's
me, there's a
valid.
lot of mom Facebook groups that I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really nice, but they also do like the hot mom walk or whatever, and it's like you go with your kids on a walk.
Nice.
And so I'm like, I should do one of these, but I'm like, but I'm shy. Like, I don't know. I want to go. And it just sucks because it's so much harder making friends like the older you get.
Yeah,
Because you
honestly.
can't find people that have similarities to you and whatnot. So it just gets hard. It gets hard. And, you know, obviously when you have kids, it's kind of like, so do you have time tomorrow, next week, the month after that, next year? Like, let me pencil you in.
No, but I feel like part of the reason why it's also harder is because we're not the same people
Yep,
anymore.
that we were.
So like when you're a kid, it's just you have less responsibility. You're thinking honestly less on future stuff, like,
Right.
oh, I have this to do and I have this and like my job and I have to make sure I'm in bed by this time. Like
Yeah.
you're just like living life. So
Your
it was
day
easier.
goes by too fast.
Yes.
I feel it goes
Honestly.
by so fast, especially like if you change careers, if you're going back to school as an older person, you know, if you have kids, if you're married, like there's so many aspects that, you know, just correlates to not having a friend that you had when you were in your early 20s or your, you know, whatever age you are. So it gets hard.
No, yeah, we actually have those responsibilities now. So those are gonna take priority over a quick hangout, you know,
With your friend.
downtown.
Yeah.
I definitely sometimes feel bad or like sad because I'm like, oh, let's do the, like, I want to do stuff that, you know, I used to do. And it's like, well, who, by myself? Like,
Why
who would I
not?
do?
Yeah, why not?
Go downtown by myself at night?
Maybe
Okay,
not.
maybe not
Okay,
that.
thank
Maybe
you.
not.
I thought so.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think it's possible to have a best friend of the opposite sex without romance?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Emiliano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Without romance?
Oh, yeah, 100%. One, he's also younger than me, so I see him as like a little brother. And and he also sees me as like a big sister. Because we've talked about it in depth. And he has a girlfriend. I've never been like, oh, he's like, oh, I would love to date him. No, like it's never
Never to that
Yeah, when I first
extent.
met him too, I was very much like, oh, like he's so adorable.
little brother.
Like, yeah, like I'm gonna
And
take
what
him
does the
under my
girlfriend
wing.
think? I'm just kidding.
Girl, I was
Let's
slapping you.
ask
Silly. I'm just kidding.
I have to ask her, I think.
Well-
Well, she knows like that we hang out and that, because he obviously is not going to be like in secret, like I'm hanging out with her in secret. No,
Yeah.
I'm sure he tells
Oh,
her,
we'll see.
but that's not my business. Their relationship.
Well,
either.
I don't think you could be friends with an opposite sex, especially when you are married or with someone. And
Interesting.
the reason why I think that is not because of like me personally or whatever, but I feel like your partner would feel like, why are you hanging out with this dude or this girl too much or whatever? You know, at least that's how I see it. Because I know I'd be like, why hang out with that girl all the time? Like, who is she? Oh, just my friend. Oh, just your friend. Like, I would be pissed.
Because you're toxic. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not toxic, but what's mine is mine. And that is
She
it.
ain't risking it.
What about you, Mel? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree.
With me or with
Yeah, with
Olalis?
you.
With me, told you.
Boo.
Because you're single girl. That's why you're like, it's fine. But when you have a partner, you'll be like, yeah, I don't want that person hanging out with
I
with
honestly
you.
wouldn't mind.
Girl, you say that now. Just
No,
wait
I've
until you
had-
fall in love and, you know.
One of my exes, D.
Don't know.
Yes, you do. It's you always.
Oh,
you
I
always-
do know. I do know.
Devontae.
Definitely not.
That is not the name.
That's his name we're going with.
Okay.
No, I'll say D.
D, okay.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Be boring.
Anyways, so D, he had a best friend from like middle school that he would still hang out with, and I was totally fine with it. Like I never.
Nah.
She was there before I was there, and I'm just gonna be like, you can't hang out with her anymore. That sounds toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be like, don't hang out with her no more. You have a partner now, so bye.
Actually, yeah, Brian has like a little friend group from his middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is a girl.
and
I mean, he doesn't really hang out with her as much anymore,
But
but
I
I
also
think
feel
it's
like-
because the same responsibilities.
Yeah, I
and
was gonna
stuff.
say, I think it
because every
naturally-
once in a while they still like, oh, let's hang out for a drink. So like their friend group will get together.
yeah, and
or
it
whatever.
wasn't like D would hang out with her alone. Like it was definitely
The friend group. Yeah. Okay,
that
that's fine. But I'm talking about like one-on-one is my thing, and that to me that's the first thing that comes to mind when he has like a girl BFF. No, you're not hanging out with her. I don't care. Like
I wouldn't mind.
no.
Why
It-
does that
it's
remind me of
especially
that
if it
one
was-
video of that girl? It's like, los amigos, ¿qué le está preguntando? Que sí, que good morning, que cómo está, y que quién sabe que no, que nada más pueden hablar del trabajo y que quién sabe que Javisina.
I
me.
have not.
I'm on me. I'm just kidding.
¿A usted qué le importa? ¿Qué le importa, Javisina?
I have. When Angel and I first started dating, obviously he had his friend group first, which
Oh,
was
yeah,
was
yeah.
Clara and all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they would go out drinking all the time, and because I wasn't 21 yet. You guys, because I was
forgot
dating him
about
at
that.
19. Remember that he was 23. We were young.
Girl, he's lucky you were 19.
He is lucky. No, I'm just kidding. But like he would go out with them, and it was literally just like 2 or 3 girls that he would go out with, and it was him with 2 or 3 girls.
See, but that's
and in the
fine
beginning,
because they're friends before you started dating.
okay, but we just had started dating, so I wasn't jealous or anything because I was like, oh, those are his friends, like whatever.
Yeah,
But then the
exactly.
more he was like, oh, they wanted to go out, I was like, why you want to go out with them girls by yourself? Like, is any of her mans going? Like, who's all going? And so, of course, I naturally started
That's
to get a
funny.
little like annoyed.
Jealous?
Okay.
Not jealous, but I was like annoyed that I was like,
You
why
can
are you
be
choosing them?
jealous.
I wasn't jealous. I was annoyed that he was like choosing to go out with them instead of hanging out with me. His girlfriend.
21-year-old.
The non-21 he robbed me of my youth. I'm just kidding.
Dang.
No, but like obviously I was never really jealous. Like even now, like he'll talk to girls or whatever, and I'm not jealous, but I get like if he were to say like I have a girl best friend like in that level, then I'd be like, you're not talking to her no more. Like I'm your number one. You got kids.
I mean, obviously you would be the number one, but he could still have friends.
Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't have friends.
Chat, comment down below what y'all
Who do
think.
you agree with?
Agree with me because
Is it
your girlfriend
toxic?
or boyfriend
Okay,
would be
but see,
pissed.
also the arguments are like getting warped because you asked, can they be like best friends, like
Yeah.
a guy and a girl? But
No.
now we're kind of getting into like, can they be friends with like, not best friends, just like friends? Cut that out. Never mind.
No, I know what you mean, and no, I'm on no. He can't be friends with the opposite. No, because he was friends with like Clara and all of them before me. and then I became like friends with them and whatnot. So if he hangs out with that whole crew without me, like I don't mind. So those
Yeah,
are
you
his
won't get
friends.
FOMO?
You
I would. What the
but
hell?
you don't
I'm
mind
just
because
kidding.
Not if I was
because
sick
the
or
guys
something.
are also there. You're worried like if he like what if he were to hang out with Clara by himself, just him and Clara.
No, I wouldn't be jealous at all because that's his friend.
why the hell
Okay.
would they? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, why you guys hanging out without me? What the hell?
No, but that's a girl best friend right there, like a friend that's a girl that he's hanging
Yeah,
out
but
with.
I know her. That's the thing. If I don't know his bestie friend girl, that's a girl. Like hell no, I'd
Exactly,
be
but you
pissed.
got to know her, so you can't just be like you can't hang out with her anymore. Get to know her.
no.
Well, she practically got to know both of them at the same time.
Yeah.
But that's
Literally.
what I mean. Like her reasoning was no, stop being friends with her just because you've known her all this time. It's like no, you would then get to know his best friend, so you guys could hang out together, or like
No,
you would
so
be
I could
fine.
see
no,
what the
I'm
fuck
his
is
best
up.
friend now.
You
so
guys are
everybody
toxic.
shut up.
Chat, put in the comments who's toxic. I'm just kidding.
Well, at least for being a bitch. I'm just kidding. Okay, I have another deep question.
From
Okay.
who? Where are
From
you getting these
Google.
questions?
From Google.com.
Okay.
Sponsor us. I'm just kidding. Have you ever had to end a friendship and why?
Oof. Yes.
Yes, and I don't want to talk about it.
Yes.
You better spill the tea on
Yes
the
and
pod.
yes. I'll just say this. Yes, I had to end a friendship,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason behind that was because I was outgrowing her in a faster level than she was
Yeah.
growing. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I think I outgrew that like level that we were at, and so to me, I'm like, this isn't working anymore. So I was like, friendship done. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
it wasn't like
Was
dramatic.
it like
or
a
anything.
younger like you, or like were you guys
How old
older?
were
Was
you?
it like a longer friendship?
I was mid-20s.
Interesting.
I'm trying to remember who this is. Do I know?
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk after. I'm just kidding.
Hit me
You'll
up
give
after.
us a name after.
Talk after this. We'll discuss.
What about you, Mel?
No,
See, you
mine
don't
was-
have to give
So
specifics.
see, for me, I was younger, so like,
How old were you?
It was kind of like dumb, just like people were talking shit behind your back. That was it.
That's not dumb.
Like high
that's
school.
petty ass
okay,
shit.
but that's still
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I
still
know,
a
but I'm
friendship you cut
saying
off.
like, you know,
It's like
you
silly.
know, yeah, like silly
I
stuff,
know
like
what
high
you mean.
school stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever. Like now you don't really care
Yeah,
about.
but I
that
feel like
stuff.
sometimes people still be acting like high school kids in their
Oh
30s.
yeah,
yes,
for sure.
1,000%.
So-
yeah.
No, for me it was definitely early 20s. I definitely similar to you where like I felt like I had outgrown, but it was more like the petty drama of it all.
Was following you.
Yeah, that I kind of was just like, and I'm very direct, so like I did confront the whole situation, but there was also like a situation with a boy and like girl code wasn't honored.
Ooh,
and like
bye.
yeah, and then
Bye,
I
Felicia.
very much felt drained. Like it was very much like she would
Maybe
come
she
to me
was
for
an
stuff.
energy vampire.
Oh, 1,000%. She would come to me for stuff and like complaints, like, oh, this is happening in my love life. This is happening, blah blah. And me being like, oh yeah, like, oh girl, like it's okay, like trying to be sympathetic. No, it was all
You
for
were like,
attention.
I'm over it.
Yeah, it was all for attention. I got tired of it, and she would ask for advice, not follow it, come back to you with the same problem. So it was just very much like a repetition, a cycle
repetitive.
of like
I
the
get
drama, and so you get tired, and then other things happened that I kind of was just like, you know what,
So you're like, I'm done.
this friendship isn't working out for me anymore, and so I had to, I stopped being friends with her, and like it was kind of crazy because it was a group of us. So
Yeah.
like people took sides, and yeah, it was crazy.
Girl.
I got the better end of the deal though with the friends on that. So
This is why you only do it in groups of 3.
Oh,
that's why I have only 2 friends now.
Yeah, I only have 2 friends.
It's not a group anymore.
I have 2 very close best friends, but I have multiple like friends.
Agreed.
So
Agreed. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like there's a few of those just like further friends that I'm like pretty close to. Like for example, like my friend Erica, we don't talk all the time. We hardly talk actually, but when we talk, man, we can talk, and it's like a good conversation. It's like a good friendly conversation, and it's not like petty or anything like that. It's like I don't get tired. You know what I mean? So I feel like I like those kind of friendships a lot.
I know the ones where you're like, oh, like it's been a long time since you guys spoke, but it's literally like no time passed.
Yeah,
No,
literally.
yeah. Honestly, it kind of feels like every stage of life comes with different people. because like when I'm in middle school, elementary school, like I had different groups of people.
Yeah.
Granted, we did move during those
Multiple
periods multiple times, but like even when I went to college, like that group of people didn't stick with me. Now that I'm in like different stages of different jobs, like I had different friends at the time. Like,
It's so funny because my friends are my college friends.
so you're stuck around.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good for on your end, but for me, it definitely felt like it was stages of like people. But at the same time, I think for me, it's hard to hold on to people. So
because you're scared of that let go, maybe.
Yeah, like I think I'm just more scared of or not scared, but like no, not the heartbreak. But more of the like, oh well, if we don't keep in touch, it's fine. Like that's my mentality. And also ADHD, out of sight, out of mind. So the less I would see these people, the less I would remember to message them, to make plans with them again and all of that. So it definitely does change. Like, because I feel like you can outgrow people, but have no bad blood either.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a clean break. Like we just like I have people from college that I don't talk to anymore, but I also it wasn't
feel
bad.
like the reason why we have good close friends now, I feel because we haven't moved. Like as crazy as it sounds, like years. I mean with Fatima that's different because it was our energy together is crazy. But like with Clara, I've been here for so long that I'm like that's my friend. You know, like I don't know. I feel like that's my friend and Fatima's my friend. And so I'm just like, since I haven't moved, I don't feel like the, I guess, nervousness of feeling like, oh shit, I'm not going to have my friend anymore or whatever, you know? So I feel like same with you guys. Like you met Tots and Nats in college here in Arizona and you're here in Arizona. So I feel like that's why you're stuck with them. And you, I mean, I know it's more recent, like Maria and Esme, but I feel like they have been really good to you and us. So I'm like, that's, and you're in Arizona too. So I'm like, you know, this is probably the place where we are going to stay forever.
No.
Melly's like, I'm going back to San Diego. No, yeah, I definitely think it's not necessarily anymore about like keeping the right people.
Fear of losing.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about keeping them, but it's more about growing with them. Like if they're meant to be in your life, they'll stay in your life. Like your friends from college, your friend Fatima, like if they're meant to be there, they will. And I feel like some people are. And some people aren't, you know what I mean? Yeah. And unfortunately, whether it's good, it ended good or bad, it had to end. You know,
one way or another.
Yeah, that's very true.
What is? Let me see. How did your friendships change over time? So, like, when you first met, like your friends, like Mel, when you first met.
I would say that's more for you two because I don't really have like.
Well, I feel like you and Esme have been hanging out. Yeah.
Idalit's probably my longest friend because I've known her since 6th grade.
Oh, damn. That's
great.
Mel, how did your friendships change with Tots and like? I mean, well, obviously we met in college. So what do you do in college? You go to school and you party. So obviously back then we did obviously do more craziness. But we went to the library and studied, and you know we were good in school, but we also went out and partied and stuff back then a lot more. And then obviously we graduated and we moved back home from college where we're both in the same town obviously, and so we kept seeing each other often too when we moved back. Close by. Yeah, and she lived super close by.
It just worked out.
Yeah, it worked out. But then obviously, you know, the years go by and stuff, and like she's married now and she has her home that she bought, you know, with her husband, and she has her kid now, and you know, for me it's definitely different. I don't have my own house yet. Hopefully this year I'll be able to buy it. But you know, it's different too now, but you know, we'll try to like go to Pilates classes, or you know, we'll go to brunch or stuff like that. So like obviously it's definitely different types of hangouts, or like
and
we'll hang out at like family parties too. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, we still try to find time to hang out and stuff, but
it just changed to a more mature level.
No, for sure. Because the same with Ida. Like we met in 6th grade. I remember we would like ditch school and go to her house because she lived right across from middle school. And like I remember, you know, the fighting of like, can she stay over, please? Like, please.
Girl, I remember I would beg Dad to let you guys stay.
yeah, we were never allowed to stay over at anybody's houses.
Be like, Dad, Melly said if you can let her spend the night
Yeah.
at Nicole's house. Remember
Can
Nicole?
can you ask for me, please? I remember being like,
Well,
"Josh,
there I
can
go
you
like a
ask?"
dummy.
Hey, we covered for you a lot, so you owed us.
Yeah, honestly, that was your
We got our
payment.
butts
Oh, let's
whooped.
not
That
talk
was your
about that.
payment.
Let's talk about that later. We got our ass whooped because of you.
Oops. Wait, when? I'm just kidding.
Wait, when?
Wait,
Girl, why are you playing dumb?
I'm a mother now. I'm just kidding.
No, but it definitely, because we lived together too, me and her, for a year.
Oh, you and Ida.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So like it felt weird reconnecting and living together because I was so used
But then
to
she was
like,
also never there.
yeah, she was a teacher, so she always had like
always
she
Yeah,
had
busy.
crazy
she's
hours.
always busy doing
Wow.
something.
And then, or like her summer breaks, she would obviously take off because that's her
Travel,
time
right.
off, valid. So I definitely felt like I
It
was
just
living alone.
changes. It changes everything, especially when
Yeah.
you move in with. I think
Yeah.
Oh, Clara did live with me for a
You
bit.
did live with
Oh my
Clara.
Talking about that, and Fatima lived with me too.
Oh,
I live with that. I'm just kidding.
I got to live with my bestie.
Oh yeah. It was definitely fun.
How did
those
that
times.
affect you though? Like living with them versus now not anymore. Like you guys have your own homes.
Deuces. I'm just
Because
kidding.
you guys didn't live together, just you two. It was like
It was all four of us.
partners.
It was
Ooh.
Angel and I and Clara and her husband. Well, at the time, boyfriend Wyatt. So it was all four of us. It was fun. It was fun. There were some times that were like, ugh, like I wish I just had this house to myself. And I'm pretty sure they thought the same.
Right.
But no, it was fun. I feel like I had a lot of like growing up in that time because I was still pretty young. We, partied and hung out and all that. It was kind of like a frat house for couples, to be honest. And then I think that's when we kind of were like, all right, like we want to do something different for ourselves. And that's when we ended up moving to New Mexico. So, I mean, it was
yeah, you're
fun.
right.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. But it's so nice to just have your own spot with your mans, So
For sure.
definitely.
No, yeah. I mean, like, because you said that sometimes you guys felt like, oh, I wish I had the house to myself, and that you thought that they.
I'm pretty sure they also did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they thought that too.
Well, have you guys ever had an instance where you were like, oh, I'm the problem in the friendship?
I feel like I am sometimes.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I feel like I have diarrhea of the mouth. And I tell this to my therapist too. I just talk. Like sometimes I'm like, shut up and let them talk. Like, shut up. And so sometimes I'll catch myself. Like if I'm on the phone with Fatima or Clara, I'm like, this is what happened last week. This is what happened. Oh my gosh. Like this is what happened. I'm this. And then I usually try and like catch myself. And I'm like, okay, like I did a lot of talking. Like let me
Backtrack.
reel it back, and I'm gonna shut the F up and let them talk about. So I'm like, so how was your day? Like, what's going on with you? Like I try and let them speak as well and like have a conversation as well, because my ADHD just, it's sometimes I'm just like, oh my God, like I want to hear them talk, but I'm like all over the place. Like I'll listen to them talk, but then again, I'm like, what'd you say again? What happened? But yeah, sometimes I do feel like I'm the annoying friend, but I'm also the fun friend. I think I'm the fun
Valid.
friend because I'm all over the place. So I think I'm the fun friend. Plus, I'm the freaking top tier hostess. Just saying. I always have stuff going on. Well, not as of recently because I have 2 kids and it's tiring. But I feel like I've always been the one that did the hosting of events like all the time. So I feel like, yeah, I may be annoying, but guess what, bitch? You're coming to my house for a champagne night. Like, let's go.
That's funny. I feel like I got that from you.
The hosting and like
Yeah.
the decorating. I know.
Because I think it's so, because you would
I
invite
guess
us.
I'm the opposite of you.
We
Well, it's
really
'cause
are, but you're
Josh
more
would
simple.
invite us. Josh would invite us to her stuff sometimes with her friends, and so I always was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so fun! Like girls' nights or game nights with everybody."
I just like it because it kind of connects you with your
Yeah.
friends. Because obviously, like, you guys are my sisters, so I see you all the time. We talk all the time, etc. So when I have like stuff with friends, I'm just like, oh my God, hi guys, I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah.
Like, da-da-da-da. So it's nice to have them, just come over and hang out and whatnot. I haven't had any type of hosting in, I don't know, probably over a year, maybe more than a year.
Wow.
And
I
sometimes
think I've
I miss
hosted more
it.
than you.
You actually have,
you
which is
did?
crazy.
Did you not host Friendsgiving here?
I did host Friendsgiving.
Yeah,
and
we
she
weren't
didn't invite
invited.
us. Everybody
You're
comment
not my
about that.
friend.
Comment below.
Kidding.
Comment below if she's a bitch. for not
Well,
inviting me.
honestly, I was like, it's literally
No, but
just
yeah,
friends.
apart from that though, like holidays and stuff, I feel like it's been a while since you just hosted like some. No,
Yeah.
they've hosted the fights. No,
No,
I've hosted, like, UFC
barely.
fights here and
Nothing
there.
like how you used to though.
No,
of course.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
not like
I've
how
been
I used
missing
to.
that chicken buffalo dip.
I'm
FYI.
dead.
Dang.
My signature chicken buffalo dip.
Is there anything coming
been
up for
months.
that?
Is there anything coming
Any
up for this?
reason for us to-
Easter, even though I don't celebrate.
Hey, what are we doing?
I'm not
Easter.
eating.
We gotta
No.
plan what we're doing for that.
Well, yeah, we can plan that. We can plan that out.
But
But for sure.
anyways,
No, definitely. Yeah, I feel like I'm always the hostess. So me not doing stuff for a long time, I feel like it hasn't really. I mean, I feel like it has affected the group kind of because I don't hang out with them as much. Obviously, they hang out because they're all family and stuff. But me personally, like sometimes I feel like the outcast because everybody is
Outsider.
yeah, outsider, outcast, black sheep, etc. But I'm like, I feel like since they're all family and they're intertwined in some way, it's kind of like, well, they're having their thing, you know, and I'm out here, which is fine because I have you guys,
Right,
and, you
because if
know,
they
whatnot.
do a family thing, it's
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Same
if they
here,
do
too,
family
though.
and friends.
Well, I guess sometimes I do invite like Wyatt and Clara, like when we have these Scada and stuff like that, and Fatima and Mike. You know, like those are my staple friends right there. Like if we're doing a family thing, I feel like they're always invited, which is to me like good because they're close to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like
Yeah, because I was gonna say the same with like Tots and Nats.
yeah, I
are
feel like
always, the
yeah, they're like
invite
the
Tots, invite
staples.
Nats.
And
Yeah.
now with Esme and Maria, I feel like they're a staple too. Like
Yeah.
when we do stuff like that, so I feel like we're slowly starting to have like that. I don't know.
community.
That community.
Oh,
yeah.
for
And
sure.
I really love Tots, Nats, Maria, Esme, like all of them. So I'm just like, I don't feel shy or anything, you know, for them being around. So it's nice.
No, yeah, they're. I think because like you say that you and my mom are like, I thought they were older because they're very like wise and they
Yeah.
very señora vibes, right?
Very
Yeah,
senora.
I
Literally.
thought so. Like when Esme told me she had 2 kids, I was very shocked.
You're like, hold up. How old are you?
Maria too. I was like, you guys have kids? I was like,
How
you're
old
my
are you?
age.
Yeah.
I was like, you're my age. But
No,
it
they're-
makes sense.
They're young and beautiful, but their energy definitely gives like older. And I think it's just because of the shit that they've been through.
Yeah,
Probably.
valid. Yeah.
So I feel
That's
like
very
I
true.
feel like that's what helps, or
Yep.
not helps. Or I guess helps make them feel more like
Yeah.
mature and
Oh
in a
yeah, they're
sense.
very mature and but they can be like fun and like
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I've
So-
seen both.
You can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's honestly it's been very fun like hanging out with them. and-
Yeah, experiencing new things with them
Yeah.
as your friends. But yeah, guys, like I feel very connected to my friends and to you guys. I mean, obviously you're my sister, so it's like I have to be your friend. I'm just kidding.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
She would always say, "If you weren't my sister,
You
you'd be on the ground right now."
Those were her fighting words, and then she wouldn't do shit.
She was all barking, no bite.
bites.
I remember that.
No, I mean, I'm very nice and I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I feel every freaking emotion, and that's my downfall. But
no,
at the same
you
time,
feel every emotion, but you react with anger.
guilty.
Default.
Guilty. Guilty, Your Honor.
Arrest me, officer. No, you're right. But I feel like I'm very emotional. So I feel like sometimes when things are not going right with my friends, I'm like,
Did I
why
do something?
me? Yeah, did
Oh.
I do something wrong? Like, what the heck? Let's talk about it. But I don't want to talk about it.
Can
'cause I
y'all
don't
tell
like
she's a
confrontation.
Scorpio or no?
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, yeah. You really
Yeah,
can.
you can.
Yeah, you can. If you guess Melly's right, you get what? Another episode?
A high
I'm just
five.
kidding. High five yourself.
High five yourself. Pat your back. Pat yourself on the back. But yeah, guys, thank you again for listening to our episode. We are cutting it here just so that we can hang out with our friends.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, right. It's nighttime.
Yeah, no.
We're going to bed. No, but thank you for tuning into our episode. Comment down below who your bestie is, and I guess
Send this to your bestie.
Yeah, send this to
And
your bestie.
listen to it together or separately, so we get more.
Ooh.
So we get more
Separately and then
Listen.
talk about it.
Yeah.
separately and then together because that's a third.
Discuss it.
listen.
Yes. 3 listens all together. Do your homework, everyone.
No, but thank you guys so much for joining us. We can't wait to talk in our next episode with you guys. We'll probably have a special guest.
Another one? Damn.
It's the same one.
Oh,
That's
who could it be?
Who could it be? That's all. We're only teasing that you've heard them before.
And that's it.
And that's it. That's the only teaser
Cut
you
the
get.
That's all you get.
I'm just kidding. Thank you guys again for listening and tuning in. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, download, all of the above so that you can let us get to a good amount of listens because we just hit over 100 listens and
yeah.
downloads.
Amazing.
Yeah, it might be little to you, but it's a lot to us because
Over 100 of you guys have listened to us.
and downloaded. Like, that's
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
Yeah,
Is
thank
it
you.
100 individuals or just 100 listens?
We said 100
It said
streams
100.
and downloads.
So
Oh, okay.
it better be 100 of you. It was my use. But yes, keep sharing, keep listening. Let me know.
Commenting on what else you guys want us to
Yes.
talk about because we can talk your ears off.
Oh yes, we can.
About anything.
I'll keep posting on our Instagram. Any suggestions that you guys have or anything like that because this was really fun to talk about.
Yeah.
Very
Shout out to whoever suggested this topic.
Erica.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
Shout out.
So I'm like, yeah, that's true because the older you get, like, the less your circle is in a sense. So it's really nice to really talk about it, I guess. But yeah, guys, keep sharing, liking, subscribing, downloading, all of the above so that we can continue to give these episodes to you guys. And once again, this is OMJ. Thank you for listening to your favorite podcast.
Bye, friends.
Bye, guys.